Today's episode of Looping Through Life is brought to you by the band Fictional Reality. Listen now on Spotify. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Looping Through Life. We're going to dive yet into another coaster today. Headed up to Fun Spot Atlanta. That's right, Fun Spot Atlanta. Not Kissimmee, not Orlando. For my actual number one favorite roller coaster of all time, an ArieForce One.
Yeah, because nothing screams world-class thrill ride like dropping millions of dollars on a coaster next to a go-kart track and a guy grilling ribs in the parking lot.
It's true. I mean, this thing just came out of nowhere, and people are calling it one of the best, if not the best, RMC of all time.
That's like if Waffle House launched a space program and accidentally landed on the moon. Respect, but also, what the hell?
I mean, we're talking speed, thrills, airtime that you haven't experienced anywhere else in the world.
Unlike the rest of Fun Spot, which proudly features attractions like a basketball game with 2 missing balls and a Ferris wheel that may or may not be OSHA compliant.
When people talk about bucket list roller coasters in America, they usually mention places like Cedar Point, Magic Mountain, or Dollywood. But in 2023, something completely unhinged happened. Fun Spot Atlanta, an otherwise modest family entertainment center, decided to drop an absolute banger of a roller coaster right into its asphalt jungle. And just like that, ArieForce One was born. No, this isn't some forgotten Six Flags clone, or a janky boardwalk looper with dreams bigger than its maintenance budget. ArieForce One is a full-blown RMC masterpiece, loaded with airtime, inversions, and coaster nerd credibility. And the kicker? It's sitting in a park, where your other ride options include bumper boats and go-karts with a better-than-average chance of stalling mid-lap. Let's rewind a bit. ArieForce One was officially announced in 2021 by Fun Spot America, specifically their Atlanta location in Fayetteville, Georgia. The announcement came as a shock to pretty much everyone. Fun Spot had never built a coaster of this scale, and the project wasn't just ambitious, it was borderline absurd for a regional park of this size. The ride was named after Fun Spot's CEO, John Arie Jr., hence ArieForce, and the name, while a bit cheesy, is at least better than CEO Screamer, or something equally cringe. The intent was to put Fun Spot Atlanta on the map in a serious way, and to their credit, they went for it with full throttle. They teamed up with Rocky Mountain Construction, RMC, the legendary Idaho-based coaster manufacturer known for reinventing wooden coasters and creating steel hybrids that deliver stupid amounts of airtime, whip, and rider satisfaction. The ride was originally supposed to be located at Fun Spot's Orlando location, but plans shifted to Atlanta. Why? Simple. More space, lower permitting headaches, and less competition from Universal and Disney down the road. Basically, they had a plot of land, a dream, and an unhealthy amount of ambition. Construction began in earnest through 2022, with many in the enthusiast community watching closely and wondering, is this really happening? Is Fun Spot actually building a coaster that could rival the best of the best? Spoiler alert, yes, they were. Let's get into the juicy details. ArieForce One is a custom steel hybrid coaster from RMC. It's not a conversion like Steel Vengeance or Iron Gwazi. This thing is ground up, tailor-made for the site. Height, 154 feet. Top speed, 64 miles per hour. Length, 3,400 feet. Inversions, 4. Manufacturer, Rocky Mountain Construction Track. Style, iBox Steel Track, Lift Hill, Chain Lift. Opening date, March 31st, 2023. The ride's signature element is its first drop, 146 feet at an 83-degree angle, which leads immediately into a massive Raven Truss Dive, a one-of-a-kind inversion combining a dive loop with a steel truss bridge aesthetic. It's both beautiful and brain-melting. From there, riders are treated to a zero-G stall that hangs you upside down like you owe it money, multiple ejector airtime hills that absolutely try to throw you out of your seat, a barrel roll over the arcade building, yes, really, and a quad-down finale that violently yanks riders back to earth with more speed and airtime than anyone expects from a coaster that starts in a parking lot. The pacing is relentless. There are no dead spots. It's a blitz of chaotic, controlled insanity from start to finish. Let's be honest, this isn't Disney. The theming is minimal. There's a bit of patriotic flair around the station, some paint to invoke fighter jet vibes, and signage with red, white, and blue accents. It's loosely themed to a fighter pilot and aviation freedom, hence the name ArieForce One. Also, pun very much intended. But beyond that, it's all about the ride. The station's clean, the queue is efficient, and the only immersion you'll get is the wind slapping your face as you pray your flip-flops stay on. And that's okay. You're not here for story-driven adventure. You're here to get flung across 3,400 feet of RMC chaos like a lawn dart in a tornado. From day one, enthusiasts went wild for ArieForce One. Many compared it favorably to elite RMCs like Steel Vengeance and Iron Gwazi. Some even dared to call it their #1 coaster. That kind of praise for a ride at Fun Spot is borderline heresy. But here we are. Even more casual guests, many of whom stumbled into the ride not knowing what to expect, came off stunned. This wasn't a standard Fun Spot attraction. This was a world-class thrill ride in the most unexpected of places. It quickly became the crown jewel of Fun Spot's entire chain, bringing national attention to a park that used to be best known for discounted wristbands and the smell of gasoline from the go-karts. ArieForce One runs 2 trains, and operations have been solid considering the smaller scale of the park. Dispatches are generally efficient, though not as fast as major Cedar Fair or Universal parks. Still, the ride's popularity hasn't overwhelmed the infrastructure yet, though that might change as word spreads. Capacity is estimated around 800 riders per hour, give or take, depending on crew efficiency. For now, it's manageable. But long-term, Fun Spot may have to beef up staffing if they keep building rides like this. So, why did Fun Spot do this? Great question. Most people didn't expect a regional park like Fun Spot to go all in like this. But according to John Arie Jr., the goal was simple: create something iconic, memorable, and worth traveling for. And it worked. Fun Spot Atlanta is now on the map. Not just for locals, not just for families, but for coaster fans too. ArieForce One gave them something to be proud of. It proved that even a humble park with limited resources could make a big splash in the theme park world, if they had the guts and the right partner. ArieForce One is bonkers in the best way. It's fast, intense, unpredictable, and full of moments that make even the most seasoned riders yell like it's their first coaster. It's a masterclass in how to do a lot with a little. No theming, no problem. You came here to fly. So next time someone asks you what your top coasters are, don't be ashamed to mention a ride sitting next to a Fun Spot arcade. Because ArieForce One doesn't just earn its spot, it forcefully rips it out of the sky. We hope you enjoyed this coaster dive today. Now it's back to the studio, with Ryan and Ferris.
And that's a wrap today, guys. Their deep dive into ArieForce One, my #1 roller coaster of all time. And honestly, it's sparking up there for many other enthusiasts or just the general public as well.
Yeah, it's the coaster equivalent of putting a Rolex in a vending machine. Bold move, fun spot.
I mean, still give respect where respect is due. It's an incredible ride that still delivers.
Unlike you when you attempt to flirt with ladies at the bar.
Either way, guys, go ahead, like and subscribe down below, all that good jazz if you enjoyed this video.
Or don't. Just go ride ArieForce One and wonder why it's better than half the crap at major parks. Existential Crisis, sold separately.
Well,